In this video, I'll be breaking down another one of my NCAA wrestling matches, and I'm excited to give you guys some tips and tricks on how I became a 3-time national champion. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it.
What's up, guys? We are here, match 2 of mine in my, college career review series. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but yeah, match 2. Sorry about the first match. I didn't get my little video thing working correctly, but we got it now, so y'all get to see my pretty face. So let's get into the match. This is a little bit bigger than my first match. So right now, wrestling Zach Epperly from Virginia Tech. At the time, I believe he was number 2 in the country, maybe, returning NCAA third place finisher. And for me, I was unranked, definitely underdog in this match. Definitely just needed a guy that people. I needed to prove myself at this point. So, I don't even think I was ranked. But we got a big crowd, sold out, Virginia Tech. Yeah, let's get right into it. Here we go. Ranked 3rd in the country, I guess. And I'm going to turn the volume off so I can talk and so you guys can hear me. So let's go there. All right. Back into it. Now let's get it. Pacing to start the match, so definitely just excited. I remember before this match just feeling confident, feeling pumped. This is a big opportunity for me, so I was just ready to go, looking to make the most of it. Looking skinny, lean and mean. All right, let me fast forward and see if we can get to the action. Oh, a little too much. A little not quite enough. All right, here we go. And we're off. Shaking hands. Immediately hard club into the hook. This is good position for me. Looking throw by. I like the way I started this match. Okay, so this breakdown I'm gonna do a little differently than my last one. I'm gonna take more time to kind of go over specific positions and stuff, and really dive a little deeper into the technique and give you guys what you want. So let's go over the start right away. You'll see me with a hard collar tie, hard club with the right hand straight into the hook, and setting the tone a little bit with this, trying to throw it by. So I'm really looking aggressive here. Now, let's see if you guys can see this. Let me see if I can rewind it just a little bit. Okay, so if you see, before I'm about to throw it by, right, club hook, okay, my hand's on the collar tie, right? So from here, with my right hand on the collar tie, it's going to be a little hard for me to shoot to get to the leg because my hand has to drop down, and he's going to know it's coming, right? Because I have to drop it down off his neck. You'll see I fights inside, and as soon as he fights inside, his hands are up, right? So he's not able to defend. That's when I throw this by, right? So this is just good position. From an underhook, knowing where your opponent's hands are at. He fights inside, boom, and now I'm looking right to shoot to the leg. Okay, so he has a crazy athletic defense, has good hips and gets out of it, but nonetheless, good start for me, aggressive, and making him weary of things. I always want my opponent to be, their mind to almost be scrambled, worried about, all these different stuff of what I'm going to hit, whether it's going to be an underhook, is it going to be a low single, is it going to be a headlock, if he shoots on me, am I going to spladle him? I want my opponent's brain to be worried about as much as possible. Back to the tie-up, okay? So right here, I don't like where I'm at, right, with this. Let's look at my hand position when we tie up, okay? Okay, so he has inside tie. I'm over the top, but notice I'm not really on his neck. I'm just kind of hanging. That's not really where I want to be. That's not really a control position. That's not really a position that's dominating. So, for me here, this is hanging out too much. I need to be clearing these ties. I can have a lot of different options to clear the ties. I can snap. I can roll the collar. I can just get control of his hands. But hanging in the tie, no good. You can still see my left hand just not active right here. Okay, I'm starting to thumb block there. I get a little space. That's a little better. And now I'm controlling the ties. Okay, so let's see how the positions switch. So one thing about my opponent, I had scouted him out. He liked elbow control, right? You can see right here. He's controlling my elbow on both sides. He likes to hit ducks off this, so I know. So notice my hips are really far back. I'm leaning forward, and I'm not, but I'm not pushing forward, right? I'm not really pressuring into him and allowing him to, duck me. I'm inside and I'm controlling, and I can start to now get into my positions and get into positions that I want to get to score. Okay, he fights back inside, boom, right to my low single. Circling, getting the corner right away. I think a lot of people don't really, it's something that they maybe neglect, maybe they miss, is that they shoot to get the leg, right? They're not shooting to finish. A lot of people get the leg, and what I mean by that, a lot of people get the leg and stop. But for me, watch how I get the corner, and I'm shooting to finish. I'm shooting all the way, move, all the way through to there. See, now I got the corner here. I'm in a much better position where my opponent's weight isn't on top of me. Notice I have no weight on me. I have an angle on him, okay? And I'm going to be able to get his leg across, shelf it, and hopefully finish this shot. There, get that leg across, shelf, and collect the far leg. Notice I attack low on this leg to get to the far leg. Low. Boom, drive him right to his butt, and finish with him on his belly. Great shot, great finish. Overall, solid stuff. Tying up his wrist, keeping pressure forward. We go out of bounds. I'm feeling good. Back to the center. Let's let this guy get set up. Shout out Zevia. Boom, hands inside right away. He likes to sit out as well, so I knew that coming in, and I knew to pressure forward. Notice my head's over the top of his head. I'm really pushing him forward, but I have one arm up in the armpit and the other hand on the pry. That allows me to control both sides of his body, up and down. All right, he gets an escape. He's got an underhook. I feel comfortable in overhooks here. One thing that's important is to know who you're wrestling and know where your skills are at, right? So I feel good in overhooks. I don't recommend everybody hang out in overhooks because generally underhooks are a winning position. It's more control, whereas an overhook you have to rely on tricks. You have to rely on maybe a little more athleticism. And so, but for me, that worked, and it was something that was one of my good techniques. But if you're not an overhook guy, I recommend not hanging out there. Here, I'm just trying to get him to push into me, seeing what he's going to do. This gives me time. The overhook, my reputation as a thrower, as a guy that throws a lot, gives me time to see what this guy's trying to set up, right? He's not going to be over aggressive in those positions. He's going to be a little more weary just because of my reputation. Back to the collar. He's looking to dig hooks. I'm kind of hanging with my left arm, but I am throat blocking a little bit, thumb blocking. Back to my underhook, which I like. This is good control, okay? He's looking fireman's. I'm hips down. Notice my underhook here. It stays high, and then I'm able to fish my opposite arm inside and get him off my leg. Okay, so right here, I keep my hips low because he's so square with me. Doesn't have a lot of leverage. If he were to be able to turn his hips and be facing perpendicular to me and get more of my weight on his shoulders, he would have a better chance to finish this. But because he's so square, my weight's still in front of him, he doesn't have as much strength. This is going to allow me time to take my right arm and fish it inside of his arm. That way it eliminates all of his leverage, and I'm able to clear my hips. So here I fish my arm inside, and I'm able to clear. Looking again, cross ankle pick for the shot with my underhook. A good position for me, a position that I go to a lot. Duck under, okay. Continuing, kind of a little stalemate-y position. He looks duck, I look overs. Oh, that was crazy. Just a crazy scramble. Good athleticism on his part. Good reaction on my part from reacting to this duck. And good reaction and good athleticism on his part, being able to fight off his back and continuing to wrestle, because it looked like I had him kind of dead in the rights here. So let's go over it again. He ducks. I catch my overhooks. Notice my hands go locked right away to trap his arms. And look at my feet position, okay? My left leg has trapped his leg, right? So his foot is in between my legs here. I'm able to now, he has no ability to step this leg back and get back to a solid base. So I know he's going to his back here. To continue, I settle in, but notice he just rolls all the way through, and I follow because I couldn't settle my hips down enough, and no points. Wrestling, baby. That's fun. Okay, stalemate position, 1 under, 1 over. Both looking here. I'm looking to press forward, but he's trying to put weight on my neck, pull me down, stand on a knee, and we get a stalemate. His coach is saying high C, high C. That's interesting. I didn't notice that. Let's see if he goes to it. This is the first time I've really watched these matches back. You know, I don't really watch a lot of my old film and stuff, probably because I sucked, but oh well, it is what it is. Over tie snap, bring him to his knees. He's faking. Looks like he's trying to maybe set up a shot with his right hand. Yeah, post. Oh, he shoots left hand, high C again. Now it's really important here I don't let his hand get locked. Look at that was funny. I looked back. So he shoots right here. I can't let him get his hands locked. I actually look back here, and I'm looking to see if he can get his hands locked, right? So I'm obviously keeping this underhook. If he can get his hands locked here, he can start to pull himself in and get leverage. Because his arms are unlocked, he doesn't really have the strength to be able to pull his hips in, right? If he pulls his hips in, I'm going to be able to move away. If he can lock his hands, he can kind of cinch me down, but I obviously don't want that to happen. So, you know, if you can't really see it here, but my right hand's probably grabbing his ankle so that he can't twist and spin. But let's see how this position plays out. That's pretty funny. He's trying to lock. We're just in a little bit of a stalemate, and yeah, ref calls stalemate. Back to our feet. Good attacks from both guys so far. And that's the end of the first period. Wow, I didn't know I could spend 12 minutes breaking down one period of wrestling, but a lot going on. All right, getting set up so we can see. He goes both hands inside. It's a false start on him. Now he's inside off the chop. I'm going to try to get to my feet here. Okay, so I want to talk about this position. Really important, okay? Really important. People don't do this. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. When I see people get held down, I'm just like, what are you doing, man? All right, so let's go back over this quick. First things first, he gets inside. Boom, I'm up to my feet, okay? Right here, up to my feet. Notice my weight's a little forward. I don't want to be standing straight up where I'm easy to lift. I want my weight to be a little forward. And I don't really care if this guy locks his hands, okay? Now, to continue. My opponent goes to lift me up. Look at my left leg. Comes inside, blocks him, stops me from being lifted into the air and mat returned, okay? If you're having trouble getting away off bottom, you need to work on not getting mat returned, okay? Get to your feet. Don't worry about the hands. Just work on staying on your feet. Don't get mat returned, okay? Posting the knees. And now, notice I posted his knees to keep him away, and then as soon as I feel him come up, I'm reaching for overhook. Again, overhook is my position, right? Like I wrestle well from there. I always am in it. I feel confident from there, so that's what I go to. If you're not an overhook guy, you know, don't do this. Or get better at your overhooks and start working it. But I'm looking to overhook, and again, because of my reputation, people know I'm a thrower. People know I like overhooks. They're not trying to mess around with me in there. They're trying to get out of there. So I go overhook. Okay, he just lets me go because he couldn't mat return me, right? So I hooked his leg a few times, looked to go overhooks. He's like, you know what? It's not worth it. He doesn't even try. He just lets me go, cuts me loose. I'm out within 10 seconds, and it's that easy. Literally every time, you know, you can get away if you don't get mat returned. Stay on your feet. Don't do any of this Grambian switching nonsense. It's a bunch of crap. Just stay on your feet. If the guy holds on to you, he's just going to get called for stalling. So just stay on your feet. Don't get mat returned. And eventually he's going to let you go. All right, back on our feet. Back to my collar tie. He's looking to clear it. He shoots. Counterattack with the hook. All right. Nothing you guys haven't seen already in this match. I'm locking like kind of a pinch headlock here. He's keeping his overhook tight, going down to a knee. So, I'm trying to get the corner at this point. I'm going to start circling so I can get an angle on him, but he's doing a good job squaring up. There's not a lot I can do from here with my hands locked other than, pinch headlock, throw him over, which I tried to, and got it. Wow, that was nice actually. Okay, so pinch headlock, couple key points in this position. Look at my elbow position with my right arm. Down, down, down. If you're going to pinch headlock, this elbow needs to be down. It can't be up on his shoulder. He's going to be able to duck you, okay? Finger lock makes my arms long, makes it easy grip to hold on to, and it's stressing this overhook that he has quite a bit, okay? This elbow control that he has, not a big deal as long as I keep my forearm down. If my forearm comes up and I stay square with him, easy duck under for him. So notice I'm going to continue to circle for my left, stay in good position. I have the advantage, and I'm going to look to get this overhook loosened up and be able to throw him by, okay? Elbow stays down. Yep, okay, right there. That's where he messed up. Let's see if we can go over that again. All right, watch his overhook hand. His overhook arm right here. Good. He's in good position. He's in good position. He's not bad. He can stalemate this. Boom. Okay, goes up to my back. And wrong. Terrible position. I never want to do this in overhook. If I do this, I'm there for a split second and I get my elbow inside, okay? You leave your arm up on an overhook, I'm scoring on you every single time. That's just the way it works, bud. So me feeling this on my back, that's something I look for. As soon as he does this, now the opening's there. Boom, throw it by, easy money, hands hit the mat, takedown. Immediately to my claw, driving him forward, keeping that foot in bounds, racking up riding time, pinching the ankle, positioning. This is all positioning right here, just good positioning. Let him get back to the center. Getting set. Again, flat back. He's not exploding. He's going to hit a sit out or something here off the whistle. Yep. Quad pod, stand up, that type of thing. He's not blasting up to his feet. I know that because he's flat backed. Yep, quad pod. All right, looking claw, looking tight waist right here. Okay, let's talk about this. Beating the sit out, right? This guy, I know his best escape was a sit out. I watched a ton of film on him. I knew he was going to hit sit outs. He like quad pod and sit out. So right here, we worked on this before the match. He's starting to go to the sit out. Look what I do immediately. If I stay back with my chest, let me see if I can just adjust it just a second. I just want to adjust it. All right, I'm going to try to pause it again right before I do this thing. But basically, when I feel sit out coming, I need to get my weight on top of him and chest on top of him. Okay, right here. So notice you can see my chest was low. All right, from this position, he has no pressure on him. He's able to fight hands. He's able to do whatever he needs to do until he can get out. Once I slide my chest over the top of him, on top of his neck, on top of his back, and I start pressuring down on him, actually having weight on him, completely changes the position. Completely changes the position. He's forced to kind of come up and go to a stand-up now. He does a good job of getting my hands. I pinch his foot, mat return. It's the classic Penn State mat return. But this is able to help me rack riding time up. Follow, follow, follow. Keep wrestling. He Granby rolls, and we're out of bounds. Know where you're at, boys. Know where you're at. You're on the edge. Guy rolls. Roll with him. You're still on top. Simple. All right. It's 4-1, I believe, second period. I got to be coming up on close to a minute of riding time. I'm probably, did he go down this period? I can't remember. No, I went down. So it's 5-1 right now. He's trying to fight that top hand, which is good technique. He just needs to push it out. But, I'm obviously being stingy in there, not giving it to him. Stalemate. Back down. Getting set. Boom, inside off the whistle right away. Has to be short time right here because I don't really do crab ride much, but I'm just trying to hold this guy down. Yeah, it has to be short time. Keep my hands locked. And nice, ride out. Really big to be able to ride a guy out, finish every period on top. You finish every period on top, you're not going to lose very much, I guarantee it. Finish the periods on top. All right, he goes back down, starting third period, 5-1. I probably have riding time. So sit out, driving forward, wrist control. He's continuing to try to fight my hands, which is good, but I'm just keeping a lot of weight on him, a lot of pressure. This kid in the background screaming count for no reason. He doesn't know what he's talking about. You know, I'm just riding heavy. Oh, nice. Nice little, see, I got a little too high there, right? So see my chest, it's low in his back. It needs to be a little higher, right? So I start to get it a little higher. Okay, good position here. He spins, and then he gets me too high right here. I'm too high. Boom, he pops me up. Handstand, get out of there. Give up 1, not 2, no big deal. Now he's going to be coming at me aggressive. I think I'm probably up 5-2, maybe 6-2 with riding time. Big snap. Let's talk about that real quick. Let's talk about this big boy snap. You want to be a big boy? You got to be a... You want to be a big boy? You want to wrestle with the big boys? Sometimes you got to put a big boy snap on them. All right? You can't see it too well, but collar tie, this hand's over tie, right on the bicep. There it is. Boom. Big boy snap. Bring him down to his knees. Sit down, bud. Right here, you know, the reason I'm starting to snap him, I'm up pretty good, right? Like, he's got to take me down quite a few times to tie this match up. So at this point, what I should be thinking is take this guy down again, get some bonus points, and get on out of Blacksburg. But what I'm thinking is I want this guy to shoot on me so I can run around his shot, which is a decent strategy too, especially against a good opponent up late. This guy's going to be over-aggressive, and he's going to want to shoot. So I'm just trying to snap, get him to shoot as I'm snapping, and run around him. He looks underhook. I'm thumb blocking. Stalling? What? Crazy-ass stall call. I don't know about that. Shot one time like this whole match, and now I get called for stalling, but whatever. He's poking me in the face. Rhythm step. Shout out Coach Barry. Now I'm underhooking him, slowing him down. Get that shit out of here. Ankle pick. Not doing nothing. Decent shot, but I'm back on my hooks. Thumb block. Controlling both arms. Looking for that throw by again. He's looking to underhook his side. I take a little half shot. Stand with my collar tie. Oh. Nice shot. Nice shot, but I square up. All right, let's go over that. Okay. So he looks hook. I look ankle pick. I think he hits. So he shoots, trying to swipe at my leg a little bit. I create space, get back, and then, ooh, nice. Notice his little post here. It's kind of slick, kind of quick and cool. He shoots, kind of a weak shot, and then boom, post. Very, very nice. Let me rewind that one more time. He shoots, boom, post. Pushes my arm off. I'm not in terrible position. I'm leaning forward a little bit. I had to because I wanted to keep him off my legs. I'm leaning forward a little bit. But now that he posts, I got to get out of dodge, if you know what I'm saying. And so I'm going to circle heavy to my left because he's got me beat. He's got me beat at this point. He gets to my leg. I know he's getting to my legs. I'm just thinking, do not stop wrestling. Circle, circle, circle. Boom. Okay, another big point right here. Let me rewind it. Okay. I need to get a better rewind system. Okay, watch my left arm right here. Look at that little bicep vein. Now we're talking. What's up? All right, watch my left arm, though. Boom. Inside right here. Huge, okay? He has me beat, right? I've got to do something to get back into good position. So what am I going to do? I'm going to get inside with my left arm, right? He's not going to be able to double cross on me because I'm inside here. And I'm going to give him the hips and square up. Boom. Square up using that underhook. And now I'm right back, underhook position. I feel comfortable. Pretty straight-legged. Need to bend those knees a little bit, but whatever. And now we're wrestling. Back where I want to be. A little weak shot, trying to shoot him out of bounds. Back to the center. Score should be something like 6-2. 5-2 plus riding time point. He's faking. I'm pawing his head. Underhook. This is a great position for me. I love underhook, and he hasn't beat me here, so I know that I can just be there and be safe. Quick stalemate. I'm probably going to look to get that left side underhook again because I'm really comfortable there. He's faking. Touching the head. Big snap. Big boy snap. Post the head. Get him out of there. Oh, shoot. Where you at, bud? A little disposition feint. Back to my hook. This guy really didn't shoot. Like, I don't know how you're going to win the match. You don't shoot. So, riding time point, 6-2. Pretty dominant win. You know, I don't really feel like he had that one decent shot where he, you know, towards the end was somewhat close to scoring on me, but overall good performance for me as a freshman. Could I have done more? Yeah, I think so, but got a big win and, yeah, setting the tone for the rest of the season. So, see that hand raise. Hand gets raised. Outwalks my brother Matt McCutcheon. And, yeah, match 2 in the books. Stay tuned for match 3, y'all. Hope you had a good time.